Hello guys and welcome to Wolf Nation. My name is Mo and today I'm going to watch another episode 5. So last time guys on Another. See, it's been a while since I watched Another. Let's see if I can remember. Obviously I can remember, fortunately, the nurse. She was killed in the elevator. She was horrible. Once again she was talking to Koichi and there was static on the phone. She was talking about Misaki, and that's when she died. So, you know, we gotta wonder if, you know, that interference on the phone every time she brings up Misaki, is Misaki actually behind this? Could it be someone else? Also, we learned a little bit more about what's going on. There's a curse, obviously, in Class A. Is it Class A or Class 3? Anyways, there's a curse in that classroom, and if I remember correctly, they said that it happens every month. So I believe someone dies every month, and it doesn't have to be only a student in the classroom. It could be someone related to that student in the classroom. Case in point, the nurse, since she doesn't go to that school, let alone that classroom, but I believe she said her brother is in the same class as Koichi. So that's interesting. And even before that, I'm not sure if it's related, but the girl who died in the stairwell, I think her parents died in a car accident earlier that day, so that could be related, and then she dies. We also saw that other student, sorry guys, I can't remember hardly any of their names, but she was standing and talking to Koichi and that glass tipped over and she was freaked out, so obviously there's something there too. But yeah, still a lot of unanswered questions. Is Misaki good? Is she bad? Obviously she's dead, but can everyone else see her? I'm assuming that people in class 3 can't see her. I gotta remember what class it's class 3 or class A. Anyways, also what's going on with Koichi's cousin? I believe her name is Ryuko or Reiku. We know that she was in that classroom, as was Koichi's mom, who's dead, but she's like, I don't know if she's having memory loss or something's going on with her. So we'll see. They're still trying to keep him in the dark, and I don't know how long they can keep him in the dark with all this shit going on. So, but yeah, guys, let's dive into it. Here we go.
If we all try hard together, we can overcome this.
She just opened that door, though. Huh. I guess that confirms that they can see her. Or else they'd be freaking out that the door just opened, right?
She really died. Mizuno's sister died in an accident yesterday. Oh.
Then again, we don't really see her in that shot, did we?
Where are you going?
To do some research.
No one wants to tell him. Smart move. Junior high school, 1972.
Who am I kidding? Of course I won't find Misaki's name here.
Or really you.
Mom.
Oh, nice mom.
You found your mother.
Yeah.
Interesting. So she graduated in 72. Do you know which class she was in?
She was in class 3, like me.
So tell me, which one is your mother?
She's right here.
Ritsuko?
You knew her?
Yes. Ritsuko was. But
Was he a student at that time?
I heard that she died. When was that?
15 years ago, right after she had me.
15 years ago.
Never saw her.
I understand. So that's what happened.
Apologize in advance. I'm very sorry. But this is for everyone. Forgive us.
They're like sending him to a trap or something.
You are aware that Sane Mizuno passed away in an accident at the hospital yesterday, yes?
Yes.
If it's an accident, why are you questioning him?
A suspect or something?
Oh, no. We know it was an accident. Very unfortunate accident.
So what do you
It's
want?
just... Miss Mizuno's cell phone was found in the elevator in question. Did you speak with her on the phone around 1 p.m. yesterday?
Doesn't
Yes,
matter
I did.
if it was an
She
accident.
was on the roof at the time, correct? And she entered the elevator from there.
Do you know what caused the accident?
That's under investigation. All we know for certain is
Shouldn't
that the
they
sheets
be
holding the cables in
questioning
place
him?
came loose, causing it to fall.
Without
That
his
building is several
guardian.
decades old, and it's been through numerous structural modifications.
Let's both be careful, especially where unusual accidents are concerned.
Where is everyone? I guess 3 o'clock. They left. Izumi, Akazawa.
Sakakibara. Have the police finished questioning you already?
Yes.
Well, all right. You are dismissed for the day then.
What's going on?
Where is everyone?
The new female class officer was selected during homeroom today. It's Akazawa.
But where'd everybody go?
Please be sure to uphold the class rules at all times, Sakakibara. Are we
What the
clear?
fuck is going on? Shit's for your own good. Who is dead?
Where did everyone go during 6th period?
To the meeting room
Secret
to
meeting.
take care of some stuff.
What stuff?
I guess you've had a lot of strange experiences since you came here, haven't you?
If you know, can you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, I can't say. It's just that something very unpleasant might happen to you in the near future.
What do you mean?
At the meeting
Ominous.
today, Akazawa said we needed to discuss something very important without you being with us. But even if you don't like what happens
I don't
after
get
this,
it. Like,
try your
it's
best
not
to deal
his
with
fault,
it.
is it?
Remember, you're doing it for all of us. Please don't forget that.
I'll be like, see you later. Find another school. Thank you
Can I
very
ask
much.
just one favor from you guys?
What is it?
I want a copy of the class roster. I need it.
You didn't get one?
It's just not fair. I have to say, I can't agree with Akazawa's way of handling this situation. It's not fair for her to force her own ideas on the rest of us.
What is
There
her
must be
idea?
so many things you want to know, Koichi.
Yes.
There are.
Then you can ask me. I'll tell you everything I know
shit.
about what's going on.
Takabayashi,
Yes,
wait!
don't-
Are you
don't wait.
serious?
Okay. Does Mei Misaki exist?
Mei Misaki is...
Are you fucking kidding me?
Takabayashi! Takabayashi!
How the fuck?
Good morning. You're here early today.
Oh shit. So that's what they're gonna do. No one's gonna even acknowledge him. The same way they don't acknowledge Misaki, right? Okay, I see you guys. So did that student die or not?
So is that all there is? Anymore? No, I guess there wouldn't be, would there?
Did something happen this morning?
So they were
Let us
ignoring
pray
him.
that the soul of our classmate Takabayashi may rest in peace.
Shit, he did die.
Many sad events have transpired, but do not lose heart and do not give up. If we all support each other during these troubled times, we'll be able to get through this together.
How is this damn
Remember,
classroom
at all
still open?
times, to continue upholding the class rules.
Hey,
Even he's gonna learn.
what's going on?
Sorry.
The important thing to understand is that human attributes are given to something non-human. Pascal once said, man is only a reed, the weakest in nature, but he is a
He can walk out and do whatever he wants.
There's no need for
the only benefit.
arms to crush him.
I'd be playing music, throwing things at everyone.
I see. So that's what they...
You guys want to ignore me? Okay. Strip down to my underwear, start dancing. The only one he has right now is Misaki. Which I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe it's not even her. Maybe the curse happened to her too. Or it could be her.
Hi.
What's wrong? You okay? Your call was unexpected.
Sorry, asked Misaki to explain. So they know Misaki's alive.
So you got a copy of the roster? And what?
I mean, alive,
Let me
but
start from the beginning. Did you hear that
Exists.
Takabayashi had died? He had a heart attack. I know he had heart problems.
she was surprised.
I see. The second June death was caused by illness.
Then when I got to class this morning, everyone who was there was acting weird. Like they'd all suddenly
So
decided
she's not
to treat
causing
me like
this,
I
I
didn't
think.
exist or wasn't there at all.
So that's what they decided to do.
Does this mean in their eyes I'm going to be treated just like you now?
So, how does it feel not to exist?
To
But
be
she is
honest,
dead,
not so
so-
great. But in a way, it's a load off my mind.
Is it?
Yeah, because now I know that you exist.
Or does she?
This is where you live, I would guess, isn't it?
Yes. I thought you figured that out a long time ago.
You did say you lived around here, and you're not a customer. Was
I
that your
didn't
mother
figure it
who
out.
answered the phone?
She was surprised. I very rarely get calls from schoolmates here at home. You ask the questions. It might be easier to explain.
Yes.
I thought you were the one who hated being questioned.
I do. But today, I'll make a special exception.
First of all, Misaki, you exist, right?
That's so cute. Did you think I was a ghost?
Sort of.
Well, I did.
Oh, I guess you couldn't help it. But your doubts are gone now, right? Now that you know I truly exist as a living human. I'm only
I was saying
non-existent
exist.
to the others in Class 3.
So
When
she's
did this
alive.
start?
Okay.
It started on May 1st of this year.
That's pretty recent.
Lots of things seem strange.
So
from
she's
the
alive and they're
start.
just doing the same thing
And
to
nobody
him
would
that
tell
they
me
did to
why.
her. Hmm.
Not explaining the situation to you beforehand was a costly mistake.
Mistake?
You were supposed to treat me as someone who didn't exist, just like all the other students in the classroom would. But now you've ended up the same as me, haven't you?
Hmm.
How awful for you.
Why are they doing this?
It's a natural question.
Curious.
Remember the
Mannequin.
story about the Misaki who died 26 years ago?
Yeah.
That was the trigger. After that, Class 3 drew closer to death. Whenever it begins, somebody dies each month. Either a student or someone from their family dies.
Okay.
What is
we learned
it?
that.
It's when the number of students in the class increases by 1.
Increases.
What? I don't get it.
25 years ago, shortly after the new term began, they realized that the classroom was short 1 desk and chair, even though they had prepared enough for all of the students.
Couldn't they just check the school records or something?
Well, they did, but there was no point. The roster and
I
records
guess the
were altered
reflection
and
means that she does
inconsistent.
exist.
They were just 1 desk and 1 chair short. At first, everyone thought it was just an error and thought nothing of it, but starting in April, people connected to the class started to die each month. It happened again.
Each month? For a whole year?
That year, I think it was 6 students and 10 family members total.
Okay, that's more.
Clearly abnormal. Ever since,
Supposed to be only
phenomenon
once a
has
month, right?
continued to haunt Class 3. And nobody knows the reason. That's just what happens. Besides that extra...
That's my
that
confused
extra
face.
student is... someone dead.
You mean the Misaki who died 26 years ago?
No.
Is it a ghost or something?
I think it's different from what we'd call a ghost.
So there is something supernatural.
Body. There's no way to tell it apart from the rest of us.
Oh, it could be one
way
of
to tell.
them.
The dead person has a soul
Interesting.
and memories, and they don't realize they're dead. It's unfortunate.
Oh, so they're not even aware of what they're doing?
Are they?
The people connected to the class who have died over the years. Response: the Class 3 students came up with several countermeasures to try and escape this calamity.
Like exorcisms?
Possibly. They tried moving into a different classroom and changing the name of Class 3 to Class C. But
Okay,
that
at least
wasn't
they
enough to stop
try
them.
things.
So the problem is with the 9th grade's 3rd class.
Close the damn school, open a new one.
And then, about 10 years ago, they found a way to deal with the problem. It was a method that prevented people from dying each and every month.
Okay, what was that?
Hold on. Don't tell me.
Treat one student like they don't exist to make up for the extra person. That way, they return the class to its correct number.
Okay, but didn't
And
they
then they
do
can
that
avoid
to
the calamity
Misaki?
for that year.
To her?
I guess it's a sort
I
of
guess because he was transferred. As that was another episode 5, so we got a lot of information in this one, and you think I would have more of an understanding of what's going on, but I'm actually a little bit more confused, I think. So let's go over it. So, I think it's fair to say, I won't say 100%, but 95% that Misaki is alive and she does exist because, well, A, they're starting to ignore Koichi and pretend that he doesn't exist, and he does. And B, we saw that kind of like reflection. I don't know why else would they show that shot of, you know, Misaki sitting down with Koichi and both of them appearing in the reflection, so obviously she exists. But Takabichi, or whatever his name was, he was starting to tell Koichi what was going on in the classroom, and you know why he was being ignored, and but he had like a heart attack and he died. And that's when, you know, yeah, that's when everyone started to ignore him. Or was it? Yeah. Anyways, so Misaki, after that, she actually seemed surprised, so that was another indicator that she's not behind this. When she started talking with him and explaining what's going on, she said, from my understanding, ever since like 26 years ago when the Misaki from then died, somehow it invited death to join the classroom, and ever since then there's always been like an extra student in the class. So there were, I think that's what they said, yeah. So every time they checked the roster, there would be more students than chairs, one extra student. But she said that that student could look alive and everything, but it's actually dead, but it's not aware of it. So someone in that classroom is dead, not aware that they're dead or causing this. Because I believe that's the person that's causing it. So that's interesting. They tried changing the classroom name and moving to a different classroom, but that didn't stop, even though they should have just closed the stupid school down. But anyways, they found out that if they ignore one student, that would, you know, and pretend that student doesn't exist, that would bring the balance down to the right amount of, you know, students in the classroom. I get it, but the questions that I have is, well, a lot of questions, but she said like 16 students died, I believe, or was it like 6 students and 10 people related to the students, something like that. Either way, it was more than 12, and she said one person dies every month. So what's going on there? Also, if the curse is happening because there's an extra student in the class, wouldn't the curse just end after one student dies? We already have 2 students who died, and I'm not sure if there's like, I'm not even sure if a month passed, so that's another confusing thing. So if she's saying that people are dying because of the extra student, wouldn't the curse just end after one student dies? It doesn't make sense. And even if, let's say, no, that's not the case, then why is more than one student dying a month? And it doesn't even have to be students. We put it, you know, it could be, you know, someone related to the students. So if we count the nurse, that's 3 students. I mean, 2 students and the nurse. I'm not even sure if that girl, her parents were also, I'm assuming that it's related to this curse too. So that's what, 2 students and 3 parents, or 1 sister and 2 parents, so that's 5. It hasn't been 5 months. I'm pretty sure of that, right? I don't know. I was gonna say that maybe Misaki, I honestly don't think that she's behind this, but I still have that 5% doubt that she's actually alive or not. But them, you know, pretending that he's not alive makes me believe that she is, but I don't know. She was talking about how she lives there and her mom is the one who owns the place. And obviously she's the one who made those dolls, but we saw her, like, I believe briefly in episode 1 or 2. She looks depressed as hell. Oh, it's just a glimpse, but I don't know. Maybe she doesn't, I don't know. It has me doubting everything, but it still has me hooked. I'm definitely intrigued. I want to get to the bottom of this. So guys, if you want to check out the next one, you can right now on patreon.com. Link is in the description. But as always, hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Till next time, guys.